We're already hearing the pops and booms in our neighborhoods. The 4th of July holiday days away. Douglas County Health wants to make sure families are safe.
Yeah, dozens of people suffer fireworks injuries every year. And to help avoid injury, the health department says parents should never allow children to play with fireworks. Light one firework at a time and then move away quickly, and stick to using fireworks that are legal in your area. If fireworks don't work correctly, leave them alone.
Consider using safety glasses to protect your eyes, and don't use fireworks if you are drinking alcohol. And finally, keep a bucket of water nearby to soak used fireworks before disposing of them. Used fireworks can remain hot long after you might throw them in the garbage.